Hey babes, and welcome back to Slay and Pray with me, your girl Melissa Renee. So I'm coming to you from my car this time. I am picking up my daughter from school, but I need to get this video out. Okay, so let's jump into this week's word. So we are in week 3, episode 3 of our series of the women of the Bible. Okay, so this week I am going to be talking about Hagar. Now you can find Hagar in Genesis chapters 16 and 21. Okay, so yeah, let's get into the story. So Hagar is an Egyptian servant to Sarai, right? Now Hagar is only introduced to us because of Sarai. Okay, right here in Genesis chapter 16, verses 1 and 2, it says, Now Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abram, The Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family. Perhaps I can build a family through her. Abram agreed to what Sarai said. So we see right here that it's only because of Sarai that we are introduced to Hagar, okay? Sarah wanted to use her to have a family because I guess in this point she was like lacking faith in God as far as her having a child or whatever. So she wants to use Hagar. Now, I don't know about you, but when it comes to the story, the part about Hagar, I kind of bypass it. I read it, I understand it. Yeah, Sarah did this happened, that happened. And then I was like, okay, but there's so much more to this story. So if you've ever read Genesis, the Abraham and Sarah story, don't bypass Hagar because she is some good stuff in here, okay? And we're gonna get into it in this video. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. So Abraham takes Hagar as one of his wives, his concubine, and Hagar becomes pregnant. Now when Hagar becomes pregnant, she begins to despise her mistress, right? And so then Sarai decides, I'm not gonna take this. She ain't about to despise me. So I'm gonna treat her horrible. So that's what Sarai did. Sarai mistreated Hagar so bad that Hagar fled. She left. She went to the desert. She said, I'm better than this. You ain't about to treat me like this. I'm only in this predicament because of you. You wanted this, not I. So I'm out. Now, can I just point out how messy the Bible is? The Bible can be. This is drama. This is literally. This woman says, "Hey, bro, I want a baby, so you gonna sleep with my homegirl, and we're gonna have a family through her." And yeah, so she sleep with her, she get pregnant, and now you want to treat her like trash, like she the other baby mama. What? And and Abram's just in the middle, like, what you want me to do? Handle her the way you want to. That's what he told Sarai. The Bible is very interesting, okay? People may be looking at the Bible like, this is boring, I don't understand it. Honey, this is better than a soap opera, okay? This is better than reality TV. That's a better one because soap operas, I am dating myself. But this is better than reality TV, okay? This is real drama. Anyways, let's get back into the story. Okay, so while Hagar is in the desert after she fled from Sarai, the angel of the Lord came to her, and he said, Go back to your mistress and submit to her. The angel added, I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count. The angel of the Lord also said to her, You are now pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard your misery. Now, I think a part in this scripture, in this verse, that we tend to just bypass and not really for me at least, I'm going to talk about me, that I tend to bypass and I don't really like read the Bible. Okay, because if you're gonna read the Bible, you gotta read the Bible. Okay, Travis Green, honey. Anyways, is when it says, "Go back to your mistress and submit to her." Why would I go back? Why am I'm being mistreated? I'm, you know, she mistreated her so bad that she wanted to leave. She wanted to get away. She had to flee. Like, it was that bad, and you're now telling me to go back? But let's hear what Hagar had to say about this, okay? Hagar's response to the angel of the Lord telling her to go back and submit, Hagar said, she gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. "You are the God who sees me." For she said, "I have now seen the one who sees me." Hagar didn't complain. She didn't complain at all. She didn't go off and she wasn't angry. She said, "You see me." Hagar realized in that moment that God saw her right where she was, in the midst of all of the crap that she was going through, in the midst of the mess that she was in, you know? Like, she was literally in some real drama-filled mess, okay? And God saw her. God said, "I got you. You know, like, I see you. I understand." But a lot of times we tend to complain, okay? We complain. Hagar could have complained. Hagar could have been like, "No, do you see what I'm going through? Do you see this? Do you see the way she's treated me? And you not doing nothing about it? I gotta go back and be stuck in the same situation?" No. But she didn't. She did not. She said, "You are the God who sees me." I think she was the first person to give God a name in the Bible. Like, I'm amazed at her response, because sometimes I have, in the past, I might do it present, but God has said something, I'll be like, "No, I'm not doing it." It's a back and forth conversation. Obviously, I end up doing it anyways, but sometimes it's like a back and forth conversation because we don't always agree with everything that God says. But sometimes, all the time, we need to just shut it and submit to what the Lord has told us to do and do it. Like, we have to understand that God knows us best. He knows us better than we know ourselves, right? He made us. So he already knows. And when it comes to difficult situations, we literally have to submit to his word and know that he sees us, and know that he's going to work it out, and that things will eventually change. But not every situation that we are in is going to be easy. If that was the case, then what would we need God for if everything was easy? There would be no point for God if he was not able to show himself through our situations and bring us out. And, like, why would we need God if everything was easy? We wouldn't need him. So I love her response. It was literally, "Oh, go back. You are the God who sees me." That's powerful. That's powerful to me. That is very powerful. Like, we all can take this and learn from it, because yes, honey. So Hagar just thought that she was fleeing from the situation, right? Little did she know that the angel of the Lord was going to present himself to her and tell her to go back, but also give her a promise that her descendants would be too numerous to count. Like, he was going to multiply her descendants. Like, I'm sure that's not what she expected when she left, okay? And that's how God operates in those times where we just like, "I can't take it no more." He's right there. He's right there, honey, okay? So Hagar goes back and she has her son, Ishmael. And some years later, after Sarah has Isaac, Sarah tells Abraham that he got to put Hagar and her son out. Like, they can't stay here no more. Like, your baby mama and your son got to go. And so it's not something that Abraham wanted to do, but God let Abraham know that it will be okay. And so early in one morning, they get up and he sends them on their way. And yeah, at this point they run out of food and water and stuff. So Hagar is like, I can't watch my son die, and she begins to weep. And the angel of the Lord presents himself to her again, and reassures her that everything is going to be okay. you know, and so he gives them water, and and just hope for tomorrow, hope that it's going to be okay. He just reassured them that everything was going to be okay. And yeah, that's basically the story of Hagar. Now, I'm sure this is not the way that Hagar wanted her life to turn out. I'm sure she didn't write this in her journal or put it on her vision board that she wanted to be Abraham's baby mama and to get kicked out by his wife, and be having to struggle in the desert for a little bit. Um, but let this be a testament to your story. Like, things may not be working out the way that you planned for them to. I know they're not working out the way that I planned. Okay. Um, but God has a plan, you know. We have to literally submit ourselves to Him, submit ourselves to submit everything that we are going through, every issue, everything. And just like I said early on in the video, well, what Hagar said, God is a God who sees. He sees us. He sees the misery. He sees the hurt. He sees the pain. He sees the struggle. He sees the anxiety. He sees the depression. He sees you right where you are. He sees you. Okay? Never lose hope, never lose faith, never lose trust that God sees you and that He will come through for you. We just have to be patient. We literally just have to be patient. Never lose hope. Don't lose hope. Don't lose trust in God. Um, yeah, just keep on keeping on, as they would say. Keep the faith, okay? Trust God. Know that He sees you and that He cares about you. Okay? So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye, babes.